So you loop it and you check that it's gonna hold. And then you don't want to lie down on the buckle just because that hurts. And then you put it around you. And then you lie down with it under your shoulder blades and stick your feet through. And your feet can get kind of bundled up, like smushed into each other. So you have a little more agency, I think, if you put it lower on the heels. And then breathe. I don't know if I had to tell you to do that. Morning, Caitlin. But the reason, did you guys lose sound? Or did I lose sound, I mean?
No.
Okay, very good. The reason I mentioned breathing is because where the strap is around your back, you can have some feedback. So you can breathe and feel the strap expanding and contracting with your lungs. And so I have that this part, the upper part around my shoulder blades. So it's under my shoulder blades. Yours doesn't. Got it. I get it. No worries. I think this might be an age thing, but at night I feel like I have to invert now before I go to bed. Do you guys feel that? That like your legs feel weird if you don't turn upside down at night? You could just gesture. Thumbs up or down. Yes or no? No. Okay. Maybe it's a me thing. Leave your right leg in the strap and extend your left leg out on the ground. And if you have access to the excess tail, you might want to pull it a little tighter and shift the strap to the ball of the foot. And now you want to take the strap that's around the shoulder blades and move that down toward the lower back away a little bit. And you can do this just the regular way too, if the whole bondage thing isn't working out for you. And if you like, you can push the foot that's on the strap against the strap and get more resistance. Push up against it. Keep that pressure as you take the leg open to the right. Take your hand to the bottom strap, going closer to the floor, and push that strap with your arm and press with your leg for resistance. And then the top strap, kind of like you're pushing open a curtain, and resist that way. So the back of the right hand against the inner strap, and you're lifting your leg against that for more resistance. So first we did abduction, now we're doing adduction. And then release that, take the foot over toward the left a ways. And with your left arm, again, you're just pressing that top side of the strap toward the left. And the foot is pressing into the strap. Reach your right arm open, press your ribcage down, turn your head to the right. And roll your right outer hip away from you. You're not going very far across, just far enough that you feel that right buttock raise off the ground and then slide that right thigh bone back into the socket. Breathe a lot. Still feeling the feedback of the strap. And of course you can push your foot into the, if you're in there, into the strap too, for more feedback. And then give yourself resistance on that top strap as you lift the leg back up. And feed your left foot back into the strap. Make it a little tight. Just to get that inversion again. And breathe. I have you guys all projected up on my TV, and I have it in gallery so I can see everybody and all the time. And I'm always like, who's that one doing it wrong? And that's always me. You guys are always doing it fine. And then press the left foot into the strap and extend the right leg out straight. And push your foot into the strap, and the strap resists, however that happens. Can you flex your quadriceps and make it more active? Or if you're not in the mood, you could just relax. I'm going to massage from my cheekbones carefully down to my jawbone. You don't want to overdo this because you can anger it. It's masseter. But this is a real tight muscle. Really powerful. From your cheekbone arch down to the jaw. Just gently massage downward with your fingers. And in the direction that the muscle, what's that called? I can't think of that. The fibers. So you only want to go down. Don't disturb them by going up. And you don't want to anger these guys. More pressure is not better. And then slide your fingers down the front of the neck on either side, that triangle, from behind the ears down to the front of the collarbones. In the direction, again, the fibers go down. And take your leg off to the left. Keep that right side pinned down. Just notice if you feel a little bit more circulation in the face. And take your hand, if you're in there, to the bottom strap and resist. Provide that abduction resistance. Ooh. That feels great. And then the top strap, press your hand into the top strap and a deduct. Try to lift the leg against the strap as you press the leg down on your hand. Feel the breath against the upper part of the strap, part holding you, or just against the ground, depending on what you got going on there. And then take the leg back up and over toward the right, but not too far. Drive that leg bone into the hip socket. And with the back of your right arm, press the strap more to the right and resist. The leg is resisting toward the midline. So my right arm, like a person trying to get through a forest. Like I'm like clearing the way of my arm, pushing the arm away blindly. Wrap your hips down. Roll that outer left hip down. Thigh bone going in. Can you feel that outside of the leg? A little bit. Left arm opens, turn the head to the left. I notice I tighten my jaw, I'm not sure why. And then take the leg back up and loosen up on the strap just a little bit if you can. So if you have access to that, that tail, and make it a little longer and then cinch it back up. And you're going to stick both feet in it again. Bring it down a little bit more toward your butt and press the feet up toward the sky. Slip it toward the heels a little more so that the ankles don't crush each other. And you can reach the arms back behind you overhead. And feel the length of your trunk, pressing your ribs down. Pressing your feet slightly away from you. It's interesting. And then hold the strap and see if you can rock up into a boat. My stomach is so loud. And you can see if you can hold that. The arms can be up in front of you. They can be down. And this is a really nice way to float the boat. Lifting the chest and playing with that seesaw balance of the legs. And then let the legs come down. Scoot your butt back a little bit. Lower the strap just a little bit on the hips. And reach out toward your feet. Let the strap push you forward in that forward bend. If you need to, the knees can be bent. I'm holding the feet and I'm not going for a deep forward bend personally. I'm flexing the quads and I'm pulling my heart forward, getting some traction in my spine and trying to get more length on the front of the spine. So retract the arm bones into the shoulder sockets and try to move the sternum forward. Kind of like a row. So I want you to feel your back muscles. And the strap is like a teacher with their foot in your back. Lifting through the chest, twist. If you're in the strap, take your hand to the right strap, left hand to the right strap and twist to the right. Try to sit up tall, reach back. Push that right foot forward. And and center, and the other way. And center, and then bend your knees, and let's see, you're going to take the strap behind your hamstrings and around your upper back and shorten it. If you don't have one that works like this, don't worry about it. So I've shortened it pretty tightly. It's behind my knees, like just above my knees, and my shoulder blades. My feet are going to come near my bum, and I'm going to try to stay in this little thing as I fold forward. We won't be using this too much longer, so if it's just not working, it doesn't matter. And you're just in a forward fold here, and it's kind of buckled you in a little bit tightly. And you can press your thighs back against the strap. And not just back, but back and sort of let the skin widen away from the midline, and that might fold you deeper. Shake out the head, nod the head. I'm trying to see if it helps with crow. I don't know. I think it does. Okay, then bend the knees and pull the strap off your body. Keep that slack in the legs and pull the heart through. Fingertips, heart goes forward. Through is sort of confusing. Forward. Exhale and fold. Maybe start to let those legs straighten even more. Remembering the strap will take you deeper into that forward fold. Inhale, let's do that again. Sits bones back, heart forward. Make your neck nice and long. And you're like a turtle sticking its neck out a little bit. So let the neck be long. Leave your shell back there behind you. Exhale and fold. Keep the neck long. Inhale, lift through the heart, push down through the ground, reach up. Bend the knees, press the palms together, drop the head back, and rock the pelvis under and back a few times. Hips under, booty back, just a little bit of pelvic rocking. My knees are really soft. My low back's a little bit stiff. As the tailbone comes down, I'm going to reach higher up, drop the head farther back, reach, exhale, bend the knees and fold over the legs. Inhale, sits bones back, heart forward, step your left foot back. Reach your right arm up to the sky and twist. Remembering the strap, how you just had it. And press your right arm as though you're moving that strap out of the way again. Bend the right knee a little deeper. There's like this tendency to keep the bum up. Let the bum come down, let it be heavy as you twist. Lower your left knee down. Rise up, you're still twisted. Oh, it's tricky. To the right, try to find that balance. Scissor the legs in, use the hips. And then drop your right hand down to your left thigh, left arm up by your ear. So you're going to twist to the right. Right hand came down to your left thigh behind you. Left arm's up by your ear, and you're still turning. You're just a swizzle. Sure. And then bring that left hand down. Back leg up, right arm back up. Swim that right arm over the ear. Bring your right hand down. step to plank. Make the body really, really, really strong and spin your heels to the right. Push both hands down into the ground. Bend both knees and bring your butt down toward your heels. So you're in this little swizzle squat. Swivel squat, I think is the word I'm looking for. And so you can feel that contraction in your waist. And then come to center, plank, turn your knees to the right, and bring your bum down toward your heels. So you're like swiveling and squatting. And come forward and twist other way. Heels right, knees left, and center, heels left, knees right. Do 2 more. Heels to the right, knees to the left, center, knees to the right, heels to the left, center. Lower your knees, lower your chest and chin. Pin your elbows back. Slide to the tummy, cobra. Push down through the pelvis, squeeze your elbows in. Child's pose, send the hips all the way back. Drop your head. Breathe into your waist. Breathe into your back. Pull the belly in, round up. Take your hands by the sides of the hips, lifting your knees toward your chest. Stretch the tops of the feet. I'm on my pointed toes, and it's pointed. Then roll over them and fold forward. Widen your feet apart and fold your hands below your feet. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Bend the right knee, lift your right heel, and match the foot, the hand, with the foot. So put out a cigarette here. It's 2020. Put it out. Smash that foot. Hand with your foot. Move it side to side. And then lower the heel. And just notice how much, I don't know, it's wild how much that straightens the leg for me. And then lift your left heel and move the heel left and right, smashing your left palm. And really get in there, massaging into the tight spots of the hand. And then lower the heel. And notice how the whole pose changes. Push your feet into your hands so you press them into that strap. And pull with your hands the way the strap resisted the feet. And breathe into the back where the strap was. And then take the hands out from under there. And just there's some sensations as you walk the hands forward. You might have to walk your body a little bit forward, coming into down dog. And shorten up your dog a little bit, just a tiniest bit, so that your heels push down and you can engage your quadriceps. Feel the really strong connection between your hands and the ground and your feet and the ground. And lift up through the bum. Let the head hang there with a lot of freedom.
Sorry.
And then walk your feet forward to where your hands are. Inhale, length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Woo, up. Press the palms together, drop the head back. Tuck the pelvis under, tailbone back. You might want a little slack in the knees here. And as you do this, can you use this as an opportunity to grow the trunk up higher and higher and higher? And eventually, as you plug the tailbone down, can you reach back? Can you arc up and back? Beautiful. Yep. Yep. Exhale, swan dive, chest open, go on down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, you're gonna step your right foot back and lift your left arm into a twist. Turn your right lung towards your left. Bend your left knee more deeply. Squeeze the outer buttocks. Lower the back knee. Try to balance as you rise up. Stay in the twist. For me, my lower body's like, what? Like it's on a delay. Feel that traction between the legs.
Is it next?
And then drop your left hand to your right leg, right arm up by your ear. Swivel. Swivel. Right lung turns toward left. Right hand comes down to the floor again. So we're repeating the pose we did earlier. Lift that back knee. Left arm goes high.
Yeah, I got 15.
Left hand comes down. Step back plank. Spin your heels to the right. Bend your knees, sink down low. Pop it forward, plank. Spin your heels to the left. Bum goes back. Do a few of these. Swizzle, squats, center. Spin it and center. Let's do one more round. Go deep. Pop it forward. Go deep. Pop it forward, hold plank. Drag your toes forward, wrists back. Smush your hands down. And then lower your knees. Lower your chest, chin. Slide it forward, cobra. Press pubic bone down, lift chin way up. Lift chin off of the chest. Pin your elbows in more. Better. Push back child's pose. Take the backs of your hands into your armpits so that you have these chicken wings. And then mush your elbows down toward your legs and you're in deep flexion of the wrists. And then you can flap your elbows up and down, massaging the wrists. Yep. Pull the belly in. Roll up, my favorite ab exercise. Take out your little chicken wings. So my toes are pointed because I'm in child's pose. So I'm in a child's pose point and I'm lifting my knees.
I got 15.
It's definitely, brutal. Lift the knee, y'all, for real. And then roll over the feet, forward fold. Widen the feet apart, hip width distance. First, two fingers grab the big toes. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Bending the elbows. Roll the inner thighs back
Yeah.
and outer calves back. Slide shoulder blades up your back. Pull with the fingers, press with the toes. Find that zing. And then unclench your toes, walk your palms forward, maybe your feet to a crawling dog. Have both heels pushing down, both hands pushing down. You are a triangle. Pressing the balls of the feet down, sliding the inner heels back, awakening the legs, carving, shaping, designing the legs. Breathe. Can your head be really free, your neck really long? And then walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, reach your heart forward, nice long neck. Exhale, folding over. Inhale, lift the chest, rise up, right into a back bend. Palms together, head back. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Straight up sun salutations, circle the arms down and up. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, step your left and then your right foot back, plank. Chaturanga, or you can go to the ground. Up dog, try to feel your triceps pushing you up. Exhale, back, down facing dog. Ujjayi breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, heels rise up. Bend the knees, exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Notice if it's very deep now. Inhale, circle rise, palms together, head drops back. Hands come to heart center. Twice more, circle the arms out and up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, heart forward. Exhale, jump if you want to, low push-up or alternate legs, step back and lower. Inhale, up dog, use your arms, gorgeous. Downward dog and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Forearms slightly forward so that there's a little more room in the arms. Deep breath. Exhale, bend the knees. Travel forward to your hands how you want to. Inhale, heart forward, sits bones back. Exhale, folds, push down with your feet more into the ground. Connect to the earth. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Arch back, press the palms together, drop the head back. Lift up more through the trunk. Yup. And then bring the hands to the heart. Circle the arms out and up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back, alternating legs. Inhale, up, open the chest. Exhale, back, down dog. Roll forward to plank. Nice and strong here. Excellent, you guys. Bend your knees to the left, heels to the right. Squat your butt back. Spring it forward, plank. Swivel the other way. Go all the way back. Keep going. Don't cheat that. Go bring your booty back. More back, forward. And again, swivel and go back. Get that booty back. Booty back and forward. Nice. Do one more round. Spring it forward, make it even. And then walk your hands back to where your feet are. Grab your right big toe, left hand to the hip. Bend your left knee and round up to standing, holding that right big toe. Stretch the right leg out in front of you. Maybe the knee is bent, maybe the leg is straight. And try to straighten your left leg, the standing leg. And lift tall, pulling that right arm bone in. Hold the leg right where it is, but release the toe. Have both hands at your hips. And just hold it there. For 3, I'm laughing at the dog. 2, 1, bend the right knee. Let's hold it up. Hold the shin. Open the leg to the right. Can you find that connection in the outer hips? Leave the knee where it is. Raise the arms overhead. So use the hip flexor. Squeeze the left leg in toward the right. Bring the knee back to the center, right knee back to center, and lower the right foot down. Whew. Take your hands to your hips. Push down, thumb against your lower back, thumbs against your lower back, squeeze your elbows. Inhale, lift the heart. Bend the knees and fold forward. Drop your head. Walk your hands forward into down dog. Walk your feet up just a little bit so the hands and feet are pressing into the ground. Push through your hands, lift through your quadriceps. This could always be a child's pose. Take a deep breath. Open your mouth. Walk your hands back to your feet. Grab your big toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Take your right hand to your hip. Bend both knees and stand on the right foot as you pick your left foot up. Can you roll up to stand? I got my knee just on the outside of my arm. Straighten your right leg and then push your left leg straight out. Or not, maybe you keep it bent. Either way, try to straighten your right leg. Pull the belly in, zip it up. Squeeze the outer right hip in. Woo! Try to leave your left leg right where it is, but let go of the toes. Toe. Left hand to left hip. Hold for 3, 2, I'm falling over, and 1, bend your left knee and hold the front of the left shin. Lift the leg high and take it out to the left. Hold it right where it is, but take both arms up. Use the hip flexors for 3, 2, 1. Bring it into the center and lower the left foot down. Hands to the hips, bend the knees. Inhale, thumbs toward the tailbone, lift up and back. Exhale and fold forward. Nice hip hinge. Walk your hands out into plank and take a push-up. Point your toes, roll your heart through. Exhale, back, down dog. Send the right leg up and back. Bend the knee, open up your hip. Point the knee at the sky. And then square the hips, straighten the leg, and step your right foot forward. Spin your back heel down. Inhale, warrior 1. Reach the arms up. Let's go to warrior 2. Reach forward, flip the right palm up, and reverse warrior. Cartwheel the hands down to the ground. Spin to the outer edge of your left foot. Hold your right big toe. Slide your left shoulder blade onto your back. And maybe you just stay here, turning your right foot out. Maybe you pick up your right foot. Maybe you straighten that right leg up. And out toward the right. Swing it to the front of the mat again, put it down. Right arm up, twist. Right hand down, both hands to the outside of your right foot. Step your left foot forward. Lift your heels and squat. So we're kind of in that swivel squat. Walk your hands slightly more away from you toward the right so that your left arm is outside your right knee. And maybe this is enough, or you bend the elbows and pick up the feet. Side crow. And you just lean forward. And just, yeah. And those little feet just fly up like it's nothing. Squeeze those legs together. That's it. That's it, y'all. That's it, ladies. Beautiful flying birds here. Good. Gorgeous. Untwist. Land your feet. Come into chair. Squatting down. Squeeze the butt. Reach to the arms. Fold forward. Let that tension go. Let the slack out. Shake out the head. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, step back, plank. And you go right to down dog or take a vinyasa, up to you. I'm gonna go right to down dog. When you get there, lift your left leg. Bend the knee, let that hip open up. Knee points up to the sky. Push down through the hands, open up the hip. Square the hips, straighten the leg. Yeah, and then step your left foot up. Spin your back heel down, warrior one, inhale. Nice big up. Let the front knee bend. Exhale, warrior two. Reach forward, reverse it. Let's take our time right here and sweep the lymph on that left side up toward the heart. So with your right hand, sweep that left side body up toward the heart. And then take your thumb to your sternum, not sternum, sorry, the bottom of the ribs, and sweep to the left, just across that spleen. And reach farther back. Yeah. Woo. Bring the left hand down, right hand down. Take your left big toe with your first two fingers, spin to the outer edge of your right foot, and maybe that left foot comes up. Maybe just the knee to the chest. Maybe you send that left leg high. I don't know. Try not to know. Just explore the possibilities. Try to send that right hip a little higher and lift that left leg higher. And then return that left foot to the front of the mat. Take both hands to the outside of the left foot and step the right foot up. Lift your toes, squat down, drop your bum to your heels. Walk your hands out to the left, right arm outside of left leg. This might be enough. This is a really beautiful twist, just as it is. You can lean out over the legs and pick them up. And put them back down. Whatever you want, practice that flying crow. Flying side crow. Find it. Fly, fly, my pretties. And then bring it back down. Swivel to the center. Plant your feet. Chair pose. Rise all the way up to stand. And bring your arms down. Separate your feet a little bit. Raise your, you might not your strap, forget it, you don't need your strap. Take your right arm up by your right ear, bend the right elbow, take your left hand to that right elbow, and coax that right hand further down your back. Then take the left arm out to the left, internally rotate the arm, and reach that left arm up toward the right hand. I'm gonna use the strap. And you can bind the hands together, they can clasp, or just gently, it depends on the state of the shoulders. I'm keeping it really easy for my left shoulder because she's grumpy today. Right elbow up by the ear, and I'm noticing my ribs are flaring forward, so I'm gonna try to tuck those baby ribs back in and push my head into my upper arm. And then release the right arm down and just stand, notice the shoulders, the connection to the ground. And raise your left arm up by your ear. bend the elbow, and with your right hand, coax it down. Coax the left hand down between the shoulder blades. And then take the right arm out to the side, internally rotate it, and from underneath, reach up toward your left hand. Clasp them together or use a strap. If you're using the strap, try to pull the strap apart and send your baby ribs back into your right forearm. Hi, Noise. So when you're doing this, I want you to feel the crown of the head lifting toward the sky and the feet really pressing like they did when we had both feet in the strap. So really engage the legs a lot. And then windmill the arms out of this. You can drop the strap. Inhale, send both arms up. Hopefully notice that they're free. They're really limbered up here. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen to a long back and step back to plank. Choose your vinyasa here. How do you want to descend? Inhale to up dog and then child's pose. Hello, Lola. Hello, Lola. I need you to move a little bit. A little bit. Over here. Continue over there. Okay. Now you're going to interlace your hands and make this beautiful little head holder with your palms. You're going to move your head forward into this little head holder of your hands, and you may want to go to a wall. Thing is about this is the hands, they like to just kind of open up and drop your head and spill your head. And of course, that's not good. So you want to keep the moat of your wrists strong. So like a retaining wall for a pool. So if the retaining wall collapses, you end up with a lot of stress on the neck. So the retaining wall is the top of the wrist over the bottom of the wrist, the hand staying upright. You place the bowl of your head into that beautiful holder of the hands, and then you walk your feet in. You keep pushing down through the arms, and the legs go up, and the legs are lifting like they did when the feet were pressing into the floor just now. So the legs are lifting and you're pushing up into the air as though you're pressing into the ground. And the tailbone reaches toward the heels. Shoulder blades go up the body. And the legs zip up the center. And there's this weightlessness here as the shoulder blades lift toward the hips. There's no need to come up like that if you don't want to. You could just have the head down and the shoulders over the elbows and get a sense of that retaining wall, of those wrists being really firm and holding you steady. When you had enough, when you start to feel any pressure at all on the neck, come on down, bring it down to child's pose again. Take the hands out on an angle, about 45-degree angle, fingertips, and rock so the hands are wide, they're angled back, and you rock from side to side. This restores any imbalance, hopefully. And I'm really articulating the shoulder blades as I rock side to side here. Tuck the chin and continue to roll all the way up to kneeling. Take your hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Press the knuckles down onto the ground. Squeeze shoulder blades together, lift the heart up. Maybe the head drops back. Exhale and fold over the legs, wrapping the arms up toward the sky. Bring the arms down, switch the cross of your fingers, and roll back up. Roll the shoulder blades together, press the knuckles down toward the floor, raise the chest up. Exhale, folding over the legs, wrap the arms forward. Bring the hands back down to the body and roll back up. Take the hands forward, cross your shins, and come onto your back. Scoot your butt forward and have your feet within reach of your hands. Let your knees fall in and take a few rounds of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Just notice if you're favoring one side. Deep breath in. And exhale. Shift your hips forward and back, dissociating the pelvis from the legs. This is extremely helpful if you have lower back pain or hip pain. Tailbone under, start to roll the hips up. Interlace the hands, so tuck your shoulder blades under, just like we did just now in that seated kneeling position with the hands interlaced. You're gonna raise your hips up and keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Can you make them really active? And the triceps really active. So push your fists down into the floor and really feel that engagement of the back arms. And then lower your bum onto your hands. And just squeeze the shoulder blades together. I find during the day, I want this feeling the most, of just my chest to open and my arms to be behind me. I feel like just my arms start to roll forward during the day and I can't get them back. So let's just spend a few moments here. Lengthen your tailbone, lengthen your back. And what happens when you engage the arms? And then raise the hips back up. And switch the cross of your fingers. Make sure the backs of the arms are pushing well into the floor. Squeeze the palms together, the balls of the feet together. And so, Randy, try to charge the backs of your legs more. I'm not sure if that's going to mean taking your feet farther forward or not, but we want to open that window. We want the thighs to be really far from the calves. The calves are pushing toward the heels and the thighs are drawing in toward the butt. And then lower the butt down onto the hands. Engage the backs of the arms and really lift through the chest. And where can you get the breath? One of the signs of aging is that we start breathing more and more shallowly. So little kids breathe from their bellies and all the way up to the chest. And as we get older and older, we just start breathing just higher and higher. How low can you get the breath? And breath is life. Push down through the arms, raise the hips back up. Grab the mat with your hands and pull the mat apart and really use that to open the upper chest. But can you breathe from all the way deep down? Can you start the breath at your psoas? And then widen the shoulders and slowly come all the way down. Windshield wipe the legs from side to side. then raise your arms up to the sky. Center your legs. Plant the hands by the shoulders or ears. Raise your hips up. So as you kind of play with this, you're lifting and dropping the pelvis a little bit. So tailbone tucking, bum goes back. What we did in the standing pose with the palms together and the head back. So we're just pelvic rocks here. And this is pushing you maybe a little more back toward the hands. Can you do that? Can you push back toward your hands until they go flat? So wrist extension here is a big part of the pose. And for a lot of us, it doesn't happen. So the pose ends up kind of wonky. Can you stretch that and then roll toward the forehead? So I'm lifting toward my head, kind of like that headstand, but different. I'm wrist extending, palms flat, and then I roll toward the head and I push up. Straightening my arms and legs. And I want it to be, as effortless as possible, no strain. Beautiful, you guys. And then breathe into all that space. Let's say that doesn't happen. Just keep pushing through the hands and feet and start planting seeds all over the place for this pose. Start getting the neurology in line. Slowly come down. Once you're down, Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees apart, backs of the hands over the chest, and start to roll the backs of the hands. Together, pressure, and lotus roll to release the wrists. How's that full moon going for you guys? Oof. Okay. If you still have your strap nearby, you're going to make it big again. Have a block near you. Close the legs. Make this little portal. You're going to come through it. So you're going to put it over your head. And bring it down to your lower, to like your sacrum. Like a little bit above the sacrum, like the top of your butt crack. Feet flat. And you're going to raise your hips up on the lowest height of the block. And then take your feet into the strap, around the heels. Oh, I'm much too short. My strap, that's not fitting. And adjust it. And you want access to the tail, so you can make it tighter or looser. And then raise your hips, your legs up. And if you got it right, the butt is some of the butt is hanging in front of the block, like behind the block. Like Sally, yours were great. And you can take the legs slightly away from you, and it's a nice stretch, maybe, kind of depending on where you put the upper part. So I have it right at the top of my butt crack, and when I take the legs forward, it lengthens my tailbone in a way that I just can't do on my own. Feels really good. And then settle down. Let the eyes drop back into their sockets. In fact, let's take the first two fingers over the backs of the eyelids. And slight pressure here. You're going to inhale for 2. Inhale. Keep inhaling. And then long exhale out through the nose. Inhale. Inhale. Long exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Long exhale out through the nose. And then rub your collarbones with your same fingers, the inner tips of your collarbones at the bottom of your collarbones. So right underneath. And there's a nice gully here, a nice little valley underneath the bottom of the collarbones. And follow that river, follow that gully all the way out to the shoulders. And then you can take your hands around the cups of the shoulder, or cup your shoulders and just fold your shoulders under a little bit. And that's going to relieve your neck if your neck felt any compression. But you might be almost like coma relaxed. So you can go right back to that. And notice if your mind is fighting relaxation, like your mind's like, no. Oftentimes the ego hates to die, hates dying. So sometimes, some of us, relaxation, we're conditioned to not relax. So as the body lets go, the mind will fight you hard. Maybe not, maybe you embrace this opportunity to go deep into the healing part of the nervous system. But I notice in a lot of people, like we are told that cortisol is part of the fight or flight response, and of course it is, but there's also this healthy cortisol that's supposed to wake us up in the morning. But we use all our cortisol in being in this state of anxiety. So when we want to have our healthy cortisol, it's just not there. So we bring the nervous system down and we start to replenish some of these really useful hormones. We start to replenish the energy in our adrenals and kidneys. Bend the knees, let the strap fall off. Pull it out of the way. Take the block out to the side. And raise your hips are still raised, and I just want you to find your leg muscles again. So squeeze your butt, squeeze your hamstrings, let everything turn back on. And then lower the bum down. Straighten the legs out. Take your hands behind the head, hold your head. Rock it side to side lovingly. Center it, and then lower it down to the ground. Bring your arms down by your side. Fold the shoulders under, shoulder blades under. And you may find that your chest is really open and expanded. Take some breaths now from down, down, down by the bikini line. You breathe down from there, inhaling up into this open landscape of your chest. And exhale all the way out. What if we could breathe from our knees, breathing up from the knees, all the way up to the chest. And exhale all the way out. This gorgeous, gorgeous life. Breathe in through the soles of the feet. All the way up to your face. And exhale from the center of the skull all the way out and through. And let it go. Surrender the body. In my imagination, it looks like a four-leaf clover in the middle of our brain, where this master switch lives, this breaker box. Inside that box, this four-leaf clover type shape, can you shut down that master key, that switch, and really shut down just for a few moments?
Nothing, Siri.
And take a deep breath in.
Oh.
And exhale it out. Take a deep breath in. And exhale it out. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, yawn and stretch. And as you yawn and stretch, can you feel your fingertips? Can you feel your toe tips? Can you feel the tips of your nerves? And as you breathe into these tips, these outer points of where you think you end, can you imagine that your energy actually goes much farther than that? Can you feel life force much farther out? And can this embolden your fingers and toes? Can this embolden your nerves to have more courage and more strength, more nerve? Draw the left knee in, roll to your right, and let's start it all over again. Fetal ball. Breathe into your back. Breathe into your lungs. Let's wake this body up with great strength, with strong nerves, with well-oiled joints and hydrated muscles and tissues. This electrical power grid powered from our heart and brain. Press the left hand down and rise up. And there's this great book for relationships. There's a bunch of them. There's Wired for Love, Wired for Dating, Wired. The next one I think is called We Do, but they're all about neurology meets attachment theory. Raise the arms up and bring your hands down and turn your palms so that they press into your heart. And I don't know why maybe I just remade this connection, but we are wired for love. Like, that's true. Our heart is the biggest electrical part of our body. Like, this is a huge electrical grid right in our heart. So, and it's bigger than the other ones. So we are wired for love. That is just what's up. So as you set your compass today, your Waze, your GPS, let's set it from here. And expand that sphere of the heart. And let's practice. Let's send light out to one another. So let's send heart. It travels through light frequencies. Let's send that out to one another. And send that light, those light messages, those light waves out to all the people you love. And notice how the light comes back into you. So when you send it out, you actually get more. And then send that light out to all the people who are suffering. All the people who are in the dark. And send that light out to all beings everywhere. Press the palms together, and we're going to send those light frequencies out even farther using sound waves, using the sound of our planet, the sound that we are attuned to, the sound of Om. Take one together, inhale. Ooh, mine was a little stuck today. Hopefully yours was wild and free. Take your thumbs to your forehead center. I'll keep practicing. And as you bring your thumbs into the third eye space, what do you see? What did sending all this light out into the world light up for you? Bowing, honoring your own heart and the heart of the women in this group. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, thank you. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I will see you guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Caitlin. Thanks, Sally. Thanks, Randy. Hi, Lisa. Good to see your box. That sounded wrong.
Thanks a lot, Sarah.
Bye. Thanks. Thanks, Sally. Great to see you. Bye, Randy.